Coilovers. Alright. So 240SX coilovers, they were s13s only. They were that shitty fucking brand on eBay that nobody really likes. In order to get these in on the top, you have to oval this part out. Probably gonna get a brace. And later down the road, as far as let me think. There wasn't a lot to do. You do have to cut the tube. It's on the spindle, I think they call it. Then you just weld the piece that you get. The only reason I decided to go with coilovers instead of putting another insert was because the 300ZX wheels are pretty fucking ugly. So now I can actually put it in there. You know, different types of wheels that'll fit this. Like in the back, I got Dodge Charger wheels. Fit fine in the back with nothing on there. But in order to get the front ones on, well, it was touching the fucking strut. Or the cup where the spring sits, that's what it was touching. This one barely made it in, so if I were to get a new tire, more tread would eventually rub onto it. So, yep. I think I did a clip on me taking everything off. Didn't really get to record it, putting everything back together, but it ain't too bad. Once you weld the adapter onto the, I think it's called a spindle, you weld it onto there, then it becomes like any other fucking shock that, you know, that does that. So it ain't too bad. It's surprisingly easy, but for this year, the bearing has to come off in order to take the rotor off, and then you have to put it back on. So that's a deal on its own. Best way to go about this is 88 turbo hubs. That'll make it a slip rotor on, slip rotor off. That way you don't have to do that shit. But they didn't have it for me, so I have to do this type, or back to the stock type. But I have it at the highest setting, and that's what you get. That much fucking gap. So when you have a modified engine, or you know, an engine that doesn't really belong in here, the oil pan might sit a little bit lower than it actually does. So I might try to maybe raise it up a bit. But as far as I'm concerned, it's not gonna hit anything. So yeah, that's how this goes. Not too difficult. Do not press the bushings out, because the control arms kept bending on us when I was doing it. So when me and my friend were doing it, it just bent the control arm. So good luck if you're doing this. It's a fucking piece of shit.